All right. Hello, everyone. Hello, Joshi, Fabugini, Hishnik, Pounce, Nat, Najib, Lou, and Harune. Thank you guys for the good luck. And thanks for the good luck as well, Cat Cantaloupe. Also, hello, Dat Boy Chuckles and Dildingo. What's the current consensus on running on Dusklight? I mean, Dusklight is essentially a separate platform for running Twilight Princess that has its own leaderboard. There are some people who've been running on it, but I don't know exactly how many. Also, thanks for the good luck Enotes and Harm Jam. And hello, Juniper and Prince Zetharoth. Thank you guys for the good luck as well. Well, I think I'll be able to read chat today since I'm not doing a race. Unless I could potentially get spoiled on what tricks are upcoming in the speedrun. That would be an unfair advantage, of course. So thanks for the good luck, Hansu, Dangalo, and Spartan. No, I think I'm also entering the Wind Waker Randomizer tournament. I'm just entering all the tournaments, apparently, is what I have decided. So... yeah, it's not like I have any sleep to lose, exactly. Also, yes, I will hopefully not forget to save after Iron Boots this time, because that was definitely a problem during the seeding race. Which I should have known a better solution for than just replaying the start for like 6 minutes again. But alas. Oh, nice, Joshi. Happy to hear that you'll be taking part. Bad gate. Why do you do this to me? Also, hello, Nintendo. Thank you for the good luck. Thanks for the good luck as well, Trujillo. But yeah, so my current any percent PB is like 6 years old, so I should be able to beat it even if I do make mistakes, just not as catastrophic mistakes as I made during the seeding race. Also, yes, Trez, I should remember to save this time. The good piece of advice. Also, thanks for the good luck, Meanderous Shark and Miko. No, my current PB is from, like, 6 years ago, so it's well before displacement clipping. And, like, also before people had, like, started doing Stallard skip and that kind of stuff. Oh, is there a desync on the video? Ugh. Why would Elgato do this? Wait, the video is behind? I have to actually listen to the recording. Okay, this is very strange because, like, the video... like, the OBS preview has the video, like, playing... like, basically exactly in sync with what I see on my monitor, but it is weirdly delayed in the, like, actual encoding. So, can't actually tell if it's correct, because, like, the audio that I'm using is not the capture audio. Okay, it's good now. Neat. Well, no, Nat, I think it's, like, if the audio is desynced, that's something that I should be aware of. It's just not something that I will, hear myself a lot of the time, because I'm not listening to the audio that's going to stream. Also, thanks for the good luck, Morpha and the Devinator. Ah, I see, Spartan. Yeah, learning Twilight Princess any percent can definitely be a bit of a grind. There's a lot of difficult tricks. Nice. Really? Apparently Orden Gate Clip is one of them. No, that's not really true. Orden Gate Clip is just essentially random. So, hello, Esler. I would say that I am indeed doing well. Hoping to get a better run today than what happened during the seeding race. I said, have I considered being less right? Less right about what? Oh, when I was failing gate clip. I mean, it may as well be random. Since there's not really a way to tell which frames work and which frames don't. What hardware do I use to show the controller input on screen? It's called an electromotor adapter. And then I'm using Retro Spy to actually visualize the inputs. You just watched my run from yesterday, and now you hate Gerudo Desert. I mean, I think Gerudo Desert is a fine place. It just didn't really have anything useful yesterday. Except for a sword, admittedly, but I could have ultimately skipped that sword, so... .407 cage break. That's not surprising. Considering that I did safe bit. Also, thanks for the best of luck, Keiru. You're almost done 100%ing Dusklight. As in, like, also doing all the achievements, or... like, just getting 100% of stuff in-game? Ow, I didn't think that that goat was gonna turn. Would Epona, go this way. Really, they both went in completely separate directions. And now they're both going this direction. Neat. Also, thanks for the good luck kit. I did not mean to start that. Welcome back to early TP. I mean, realistically, I probably don't need to reset, really. Because, like, I can probably beat my PB by at least, like, 10 minutes or so. Realistically. At least for back in time, I do want to practice doing it the way that I would in a tournament race, which is like that. You love Howards. I know you do, Crystal. I know you do. Get to the roll. Also, thanks for the good luck MF motion. Be right strike if it ever becomes WD-40. I kind of doubt it, since I don't think WD-40 is trademarked in the context of video games. Or video game tournaments. 404 cage break. Cage break not found.
Hey!
Eight. Okay. Oh, really? Oh, I'm surprised that other one actually did go in. Ah, well, we'll continue with this regardless. Hello, Master Matrix. Glad you've been enjoying the randos. And I do think GDQ is going to be a fun time. I am excited. Also, yes, the Skyward Sword randomizer is very fun. In my opinion, at least. So, thank you, Bo, for the good RNG. Oh, hello, Holgren. Hope you are enjoying playing Skyward Sword. One slap. Two slap. And the... Really? Got the worst starting pattern. Alright, well, not the best RNG for the second phase. Also, thanks for the good luck, Denshi. And yes, we are done with HD for the time being. Thanks for the good luck, Briggles and DDVX. Did I ever sort out the Wii to HDMI issue? I mean, the current Wii to HDMI that I'm using, I don't think I've had an issue with. There was one that I bought, like, 2 years ago, that, like, technically has, like, more correct, or, like, more accurate color output than the one I'm currently using, but it broke after, like, 2 months of use. I was like, well, I guess we're going back to the old one that still works. At GDQ, I'm going to be running Wind Waker Randomizer Co-op with Tomomodachi. Well, for Twilight Princess HD, I got the any percent time that I was hoping for. And so I decided that I did not need to try and grind the any percent category anymore. Well, so the sort of, like, vague visual artifacting that my current Wii to HDMI that I use has is that, like, if the environment has, like, a lot of, is, like, dark brown or dark red, you can kind of see, like, some diagonal lines going across the screen. Which is not the case for the like the other one that I had purchased that had like the like better output, basically. So, like, I don't know, maybe I'll try getting another one day in hopes that it actually lasts longer, but and this one has served me well for a long time and continues to work. Even if it has, like, some slight visual artifacting at certain colors. Also, thanks for the good luck, Chris Winks. Chris Winix, excuse me. Really? Yeah, that's fair, Brittles, because if you do want the highest quality output, you do need something like, I think it's called a retro tink. When Twilight Princess speedrun blindfolded? Probably never. I don't personally have much interest in attempting to do blindfolded speedruns myself. Also, hello and thanks for the good luck, Sir Psycho. Alright, Hugo time. Darn it. I should have helped. I should have realized I needed to hold forward there. We'll try again. An ear-muffed speedrun. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'd be able to do almost everything in this run without audio. I missed the heart. Darn it. That's what I should have done last time. Yeah, Phantom Zant would be harder. I imagine there are, like, probably, like, certain things that I use audio as a cue for that I don't recognize I use audio as a cue for. That, like, would probably make certain things harder, but definitely not, like, impossible. Also, thanks for the good luck, Carlos Raven. Wind Waker NSO speedruns when? Well, unfortunately, Wind Waker on NSO doesn't have access to the Tingle Tuner, so I'm not sure that it would really be faster for any category. It might be faster for glitchless just due to, like, sheer runtime and how much it would save on, like, loading. But Tuner does also save time in glitchless. Saves like 3 minutes, but I think you'd probably get back more than 3 minutes in loading times for glitchless on NSO. Also, thanks for the good luck, Ace. And congrats on being a mod for 9 years. No, you don't need the tuner for storage. You need the Wind Waker for storage. But yeah, I think mod anniversaries are a thing that were rolled out like a day or two ago. This isn't a race, no. The seeding race was 2 days ago. His position is sketchy. I am surprised that worked, but sure. Did they fix the NSO input lag? It's definitely a lot better now. It's not as good as just, like, playing on a regular console, but, like, in my opinion, when I last tried it, I considered it to be tolerable. They also, like, fixed the stick mapping with the NSO GameCube controller, so it's, like, the stick mapping is a lot closer to what an actual GameCube controller is. What makes a wooden sword challenge impossible? I guess, like, it's not possible to defeat Argarok without at least Orden's sword. Is one thing. You also can't defeat Ganondorf with the wooden sword. I think those are the two biggest sticking points. Because you can do some glitches to, like, keep the wooden sword. Also, thanks for the good luck, Douglas. I know that some people did like 100% speedruns on for Majora's Mask on Nintendo Switch Online because apparently like the RNG gets seeded the exact same way every time. If you if you start a file while like mashing through the title screen as fast as possible. And that has effects for things like the lottery numbers and the bomber code in Majora's Mask, since those things are decided on file creation. I don't think it was actually faster than, like, doing 100% on Wii VC, though. So thanks for the good luck, Shark Eater. Well, yeah, this is partly, like, just trying to get in better shape for, like, the upcoming any percent races. But also because I can definitely improve my PB in this category. Would it be in the scope of a TP randomizer to randomize the statue puzzle starting locations there? Well, so none of the current implementations of the Twilight Princess randomizer allow you to do that statue puzzle at all. Like, it's just already completed, and the door is already open. But also, just because for, like, map state reasons, the state of the Sacred Grove map that you have access to is not one that has that puzzle. remember being stuck on this puzzle for a bit back in 2006, and then having a dream about it one Friday night, then woke up Saturday morning and nailed it first try. Ah, yes, the power of dreams. Solve your video game problems. How am I feeling? I'm feeling pretty good. Am excited to play Twilight Princess any percent, both today and for the upcoming tournament. This area is very laggy. You look at Forest Temple. I was surprised that was too far away. The hitbox for that web is pretty big. Hooray, we didn't lose 6 minutes this time. If this were HD, I would gamble on that, but I'd gamble with the slow climbing speed of SD. But yeah, usually for, like, trailer shots of a game, like, it's like, for the case of Twilight Princess, right? Like, Link always has, like, the Hylian shield, just for, like, visual consistency. Even if it's at a point in the game where you normally would not be able to get the Hylian shield. Because at least, like, Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, a lot of the trailer shots that they have, like, are probably just, like, a debug save that gets loaded to a specific location. Like, there's also shots from, like, various Wind Waker trailers where, like, Link has the regular hero's shield in, like, a very late game area, at which point he should have the mirror shield. And, like, a bunch of shots in Skyward Sword trailers where Link has the goddess sword when he should have the different sword. It's basically just, at least I imagine it's for visual consistency reasons. Just, like, making sure that Link looks the same in each of the shots, unless for some reason the point of a shot is to look different. Like, if they want to show off, like, different armor or something. I prefer speedruns of Wind Waker or rando? I mean, I don't know if I would really say I prefer one over the other, because they're very different. That's too far left. Which 3D Zelda do I think has the funnest glitches? I think for me, probably OOT 3D. It's my pick for funnest glitches. But I think really, like, at least all of the games that I've done speedruns of, I think the glitches in are fun. For Breath of the Wild, do I prefer BTB or BLSS? I mean, I think I prefer BLSS, personally. But I think both are cool. It's definitely a lot harder to do, like, a good BTB, depending on the specific one, than BLSS. Bomb hovering in MM is also pretty good. It's thanks to the instant explosion radius, it makes hovering significantly easier than in Ocarina of Time. Item sliding is also very fun. Long jump attacks are fun. Chest storage is fun. Really, there's just a lot of fun glitches. I mean, the crazy glitch in Skyward Sword is Back in Time. I also think Back in Time is fun, but it's not like a crazy movement glitch. The one, like, crazy movement glitch that Skyward Sword has is, Extending Blow, which, unfortunately, is very limited, and it's also RNG dependent, which kind of sucks. Item sliding is a glitch in exclusively Wind Waker HD that allows you to exponentially gain speed while walking with a first-person item out. As one of the quality of life things that they added to Wind Waker HD was the ability to move around while you're holding out a first-person item, while like being able to aim and shoot with it and whatnot. But there's an exploit you can do with that, where if you begin walking in a direction and then hold very slightly in the opposite direction, you will kind of just exponentially gain speed in the original direction that you were walking in. And it turns out that being able to exponentially increase your speed value is very useful. Who would have thought? So you can swim across the ocean in, like, you know, a matter of a couple seconds. So it cuts out a large amount of sailing, and also because you can reach such high speed values, you can clip through a lot of things that you normally would not be able to clip through at lower speed values. Which, most importantly, is for the barrier around Hyrule Castle. You can do an item slide to clip through that without too much difficulty. Don't believe it. Well... maybe one day you will believe. So thank you very much, X-Reveled, for the 5 months of Prime. Thank you very much for the continued support. Only one more month until the green badge. Also, there is a strategy here I could do that would be faster for luring the Cargrock into the water, but I don't know if I really want to do that, since if... I know that if you're careful enough, it really shouldn't ever happen, but there is, like, a possibility of crashing if you do it wrong. Also, thanks for the good luck apes. Which Zelda game would I least like to live in? Probably Ora's Mask? I don't know. Personally prefer if the moon did not have a weirdly scary face. And also was threatening to cause the apocalypse in 3 days. Alright, let's see if we can have a good Elden Twilight. Darn it. I guess that works. I don't want to transform here. Bad old Dungeons muscle memory. Wind Waker because you hate the ocean. I mean, yeah, that's fair. If you don't like the ocean, then Wind Waker probably would not be the world for you. Elden Twilight is your favorite? Yeah, I mean, Linear Twilight is definitely just the worst one, in my opinion at least. I think I probably prefer Farron Twilight to Elden Twilight, but we don't do Farron Twilight in this run. Nice. I will do my best to not die. I may have to game over depending on if I fail certain tricks or not. Oh, hello, Don Marek. I am doing alright. Trying to get a Twilight Princess any % run where I don't fail too many things. Also, hello, Ink and Minty Gremlin. Thank you for the good luck. Thanks for the good luck as well, Cowcat. Yeah, having to wait for the tiers is a bit meh. One neat thing, though, is that it does allow us to collect rupees in a bunch of situations. Nice. That was awkward because I did not want to hit the wall after attacking that first guy. I just want the tier. Oh, hello, J101. This on OG GameCube, or am I just using the controller? Well, this is the GameCube disc being played on a Wii, so... It is OG. So thanks for the good luck, Leanne. You think Nintendo will release a remake of OOT and MM for Switch 2? Like a collection like 3D All-Stars. I mean, given that OOT and MM are already on N64 NSO, and also just the remake of... the remake. My brain combined the words rumor and remake. The rumor of the OOT remake, if it is to be believed, would kind of just suggest Ocarina of Time. But we'll see. This is Empty Lake Hylia. This is not the Pillar Clip route. How have runs been? This run hasn't been too bad, aside from me failing Sword and Shield skip once. But, like, we got Gorge Void. Haven't had any major failures since Sword and Shield skip. So, not too bad. Like, if this was a run that I had during a race, I would be pretty happy so far. So thanks for the good luck, Oatsy. Oh, I keep on forgetting how I'm supposed to do this one. Oh, like over here or something? Well. Really slow. Just done what I did in HD. An OOT with better controls would just feel wrong. I mean, I guess I'd kind of get that, but, like, at the same time, I think that OOT 3D is much better because of the fact that it has more responsive controls, mostly. And also because I just think it looks better, in my opinion, at least. But I've also kind of, like, never liked the N64 game controls to begin with, so... And that's probably just because I played a lot of more modern games before I ever played the N64 Zelda titles. Like, I was already used to more responsive controls compared to what they offered. And I was like, wow, this kind of sucks. And at least for me, it's really just, like, the responsiveness. Like, the input delay. Like, if there's not as much input delay, then I think the controls are more or less fine. I mean, I think there are quite a few people who like MM more than OOT. Like, I think there are very valid reasons to like MM more than Ocarina of Time. Or really, you know, valid reasons to enjoy any Zelda game over any other Zelda game. It is all just whatever your opinion is at the end of the day. Ow. I could have just done a jump attack there. Not expecting to be able to just do that. So thanks for the good luck, Tiago. Thoughts on Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom? I think they're both pretty fun games. I definitely like Tears of the Kingdom a lot more. But I had fun with both. I do share the very common opinion that the dungeons are severely lacking in both titles, though. One of the biggest reasons I like Tears of the Kingdom more is because of the Ascend ability. Like, it solves one of the things that, at least I found kind of, not necessarily annoying, but maybe just, like, a thing that I really didn't care for in Breath of the Wild, which was, it takes way too long to climb this thing. And with Ascend, you can climb things very fast. I was like, ah, neat. This problem that this thing that I did not care for is gone. And now I can get up to high places much faster. And also just being able to, like, build stuff was neat. Which, like, you could do to, like, some mild degree in Breath of the Wild, but obviously not as much as in Tears of the Kingdom. And not too bad of Villanero Twilight. The biggest mistake was just the tier in Zora's Domain that I forgot what I'm supposed to do movement-wise for. Alright, so can we not die here? I don't know what you're supposed to do to not take 4 hearts of damage instead of 2, but I keep on taking 4 hearts of damage here. Seemingly. Okay, there we go. So thanks for the good luck, Zantito. This is a new route compared to what my PB did. Just for everything between Gale Boomerang and entering Arbiter's Grounds. I guess technically entering Desert, but I don't have a split for entering Desert. Yes, it is faster than the previous route my PB did. Yeah, I mean, like, the dungeons, like, I remember when I first played Breath of the Wild, I did one of the Divine Beasts, and I was like, huh, that was pretty cool. I'm really excited to see what unique theming and puzzles the other ones are gonna have. And then it just was kind of the same thing 3 more times, and I was like, oh, well, that's disappointing. Hyrule Castle's cool, though. Ow. I need to be behind the sign. Also, thanks for the good luck, Stavros. And also, I think the other thing that, like, the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom dungeons suffer from, which, actually, hold on, let me do this first. What the heck? Okay, well, I did not intend for that B attack to hit that guy. Ah. No. Bro. I don't know if this is gonna work now. Yeah. Well, this kind of sucks. The hitboxes on these Shadow Beasts confuse me. Okay. I need to somehow quick spin this one, but not the other one. Okay. This fight kind of sucks if you mess up the first time, because then the positions aren't great for the other 2 Shadow Beasts. Thanks for the good luck, Tom Raz. No, we don't howl at that Songstone in HD, because HD gets Ending Blow from the Golden Wolf in Farron Woods. Anyway, at least in my opinion, the other thing that the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom dungeons suffer from is just the fact that you can kind of see the entire dungeon, like, before you even get to it. Like, I think one of the things that makes the dungeons that aren't in those games, like, feel grander is the fact that, like, you don't actually have a good sense of how big the dungeon is. Which, like, adds to the mystery of it, because you don't know when it's gonna be over when you first go into it, right? Maybe you might have, like, a vague sense, depending on, like, the environment outside, but, like, once you're actually in the dungeon, you don't know how big it's going to be. And, like, the one dungeon... Also, really? Okay, I don't know why that failed. The one dungeon where, like, that kind of still applies is, like, Hyrule Castle in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Because it's just so big compared to the rest of, like, the Divine Beasts or the dungeons. Alright, let's actually succeed this time. There we go. Not sure why the previous one failed, but oh well. And also, yeah, the puzzle, or like the goal of each dungeon being, or feeling the exact same of like, do the thing 5 times, is very repetitive. Also, oh no, someone drank all the water. Early... Really? Well, now I gotta do it the other way again. That must have been... I actually don't know what the mistake there was. No, the water being gone is a glitch. This is like a state of the map that just doesn't have the water on it. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I have to go further. Well... Darn. I still don't know what, like, I basically never failed this glitch in, or the bomb boost to enter the load zone in practice, but I keep on failing it in runs. God, now I can't see anything. Some more over here. I have to put on iron boots. So now... Too late. This has been used in runs for like a year at this point, I think. Like, this state of the map being known to exist is not new. On the iron boots. Darn it. I don't know why I pressed plus there. I was supposed to press D-pad. No, I don't think people thought it wasn't RTA viable. I think it was just a combination of... like, there's a bunch of awkward things that you have to do to make this work. Because, like, defeating the Shadow Beasts in Upper Zora's River as Wolf Link is kind of awkward. Well, we made it eventually. There's no reason for us to worry about saving health there, because we do a save warp here that restores our health regardless. Also, thanks for the good luck unpeopled gaming. Seem right. Don't think this works, but oh no, it did. Nice. Oops. I don't know why I pressed the bomb button twice. Supposed to press the boomerang button. Alright, well, we only wasted like 4 minutes today. Instead of like the 12 that I wasted during the race. Nice roll. Or nice dive. I don't know if the LJA is what better to do here. It might be better to claw shot up and then jump down instead. Thanks for the good luck, Duck Boy Lars. For style points, I should do a dive into a roll on the way back as well. Ah, of course. On Instagram reel where someone did a speedrun of a part of City in the Sky on Dusk, and the comments seemed very confused by all the displacement clips and LJAs. Yeah, I mean, the commenters aren't used to seeing speedrun glitches. That makes sense. Also, thanks for the good luck, Peachy. This is technically one bomb RNG, but I'm going for one bomb in Wolf Dash races, so. Alright, not too bad. Yeah, so that's most of the hard tricks of the run done now. The only, like, really hard trick left is Stallard Skip. Which hopefully we don't waste 5 minutes on. Dang, it really takes 15 minutes to get ball and chain from here? I guess that kind of makes sense. I feel like it shouldn't be quite that much, though. Alright, Minty Gremlin, we'll see you later. Thank you for the good luck. Hope that you get good sleeps. Well, the way that we do early Snow Peak in the any % speedrun for Twilight Princess is, like, very easy. Because we just do typical, like, regular map glitch. We don't have to do, like, universal map delay like all dungeons does. And we also don't have to, do early... Or we also don't have to do Wolfos jump like HD does. That's about as easy as early Snow Peak gets. That's the way that we do map glitch in SD here without needing to do universal map delay is by just unplugging the controller, holding Z and D-pad right, and then plugging it back in. What are my thoughts on the empty Lake Hylia strat? It's pretty cool, I think. Would say that I am a fan. Which I understood why, specifically this time, I failed it. Like, at least when I was practicing it, it definitely seemed much better. At least, like, a lot less finicky than Pillar Clip, but I guess I have to practice it more, because it's one of those strats that I got every time in practice, but then when the runs started, I'd keep failing it for some reason. I'll say yes, this music is very good. I'm playing through this a lot faster than you are. Yeah, I mean, I guess I would hope so. If you were playing through this faster than me, Matt, I would have questions for you or questions for me. So thanks for the good luck, Waldo. And that cycle is so much easier to hit in GameCube compared to HD. I don't have split times because the route from getting Gale Boomerang to entering Arbiter's Grounds is different compared to my PB. The cycle's easier on GameCube because you don't have to attack the Bulblin Archer, because the Bulblin Archer doesn't shoot you on GameCube, but he will shoot you on HD if you don't attack him properly. Which, weirdly enough, is actually... It isn't because, like, the HD developers specifically tried to, like, make the archers more accurate. It's actually a weird effect of HD being... like, all of the code in HD being statically linked together, instead of some code being dynamically loaded, like, depending on what map you're on. Which is really strange, but... I don't remember the exact details, but I know that it's specifically static linking because it was also a thing that Dusklight experienced. Just due to, like, how long it takes a certain actor to load in. Dang. I guess you can't get that rupee there as easily as you can in HD. In HD, you can get that rupee pretty easily by jumping over it. Definitely needed to do that B attack there. Will I get my kids to speedrun school? No, but... Oops. Right. Assumed I just had the right equips. I don't think speedrunning school is necessarily a good idea. Yeah, I was kind of afraid I was going to hit that. Doesn't visually exist, but the collision still does. I don't think you can break it either. Have I played all of the Zelda games? I have not played all of the Zelda games, no. What? No. Really? What? Why is this failing? Oh. I am confused. Just forgetting what the setup is, but I'm pretty sure it's this. Yeah. Okay, well. Maybe my position against the door was not correct. How long did it take to learn Twilight Princess speedrunning? I mean, I learned Twilight Princess back in 2014, so it was a long time ago. Granted, a lot of the strategies for the 90% speedrun were the same back then as they are now. But I think it took me like a couple weeks back then to like learn and get through the route, at least at the rate that I was learning. I have played Dusklight, yes. I did not go for any achievements in Dusklight, no. My favorite slow ladder climb. It's actually equip orbs now. So thanks for the good luck, Elementalic. I definitely need to get this. Yeah, there were also a lot of item locations that I didn't know existed until I played Rando. Nintendo does show all. Thank you very much, Piggles, for the $2 super chat. Thank you for the good luck as well. Do appreciate the support. We're about 5 minutes behind entering Arbiter's grounds. So thank you very much, Apes, for the 18 months of Tier 1. Do appreciate the year and a half. You call upon an 18-cycle Zelda for 18 months. I don't know if that's gonna happen. That would be a pretty extreme Puppet Zelda. Oh no, yeah, the camera did lose focus. It does that sometimes where it randomly turns back on autofocus and then proceeds to incorrectly focus. Oh, the Iron Boots. I know, I don't really listen to music while going to sleep. I don't really usually listen to music much at all in general. Just not my thing. If I do, though, it is pretty much always just soundtracks from video games that I'm familiar with. So thanks for the good luck. Hey, it's John. Really? That was too far? Neat. That wasn't close enough. There you go. Apparently I have to practice that too. Really? That doesn't work? Alright, well, I guess that's why we don't try those things in the middle of runs. Actually, I guess it makes sense that that doesn't work. How much do I still enjoy this game? I would say it's still the same amount that I enjoyed it when I first played it, probably. Maybe even more. Why did that not work? Don't know why that didn't work either. Keep boomerang out, though. Alright, well, that wasn't great. I mean, I really should have had it the first time. I don't know why I tried to, like, target and walk backwards. It's just not something I should have tried to do. Yeah, I mean, using the boomerang to initially pick up the pot, like, doesn't save that much time, so... I could see keeping the iron boots on... Nice. Too long messing it up. Ideally, I wouldn't have to equip an extra time for ball and chain, though. I could just equip claw shot and ball and chain all at once. But if it helps consistency to do 2 separate equips, then maybe that's just what I'll do. They're used to seeing rando spinner speed. Yeah, not here. Here we just have regular old boring vanilla game spinner speed. Thanks for the good luck bloobs. We are indeed running SD. So that I hopefully don't fail too much in the Wolf Dash 5 tournament. Probably could have gone there. Huh? Interesting, that's not an outcome I've had before. They maybe not hold directly left? Something was messed up, but I don't know what. Nice. There we go, that's what was supposed to happen. Why didn't we go into first person? I thought I hit C up and there. Oh, that's dumb. Ow, I think I messed that up. Might have messed this up too. Yeah. I was probably fine there. Really? What is the mistake this time? Nice. Cool. Really? Bruh. Can I stop getting duped by... the A button prompt, please? That's just me not being able to quick spin, apparently. Something was wrong. But it's impossible to tell what. Go into first person. There we go. I don't know why that failed either. I guess... Is that too far to the right? Ugh. Now I'm just confused. Is my position wrong? I thought positioning I had there seemed pretty alright. Maybe my positioning is just wrong here, and I don't realize it. How beautiful. Now, Ballard is turned wrong. Like, should I be over here? How did that not work? Like, this feels too far over to the right, but... Maybe I was too far left, then. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, we are doing a displacement clip there. That's what happens when, like, Link is partly inside the wall. And then we're fully getting through the wall by claw-shotting the Style Trooper. We can't do a displacement clip with, like, a rupee, because there is no rupee there that we can use as, like, a get item animation. Like, there's no item that Link, like, holds out in front of him that we can collect there. If there were, then we would do that. Because then we wouldn't even have to, like, start the fight to do Stallard Skip. You love these streams, you wish they were real? Yeah, me too. Me too. Also, hello, Makuya. The run is unfortunately not very good, but we're going to be continuing anyway. Nice. You wish you could launch out of a cannon at upsetting speeds? It would really help with your commute. True. We could just launch ourselves out of cannons at high speeds to get to where we want to go. That would probably save some time. Probably also be a lot more noise complaints. Shooting cannons tends to be a very loud thing. I've never been to ESA before now. I have been to Europe a couple times. Yeah, one of the times that I went to Europe was because of a school band trip. So thanks for the good luck, Toro. Spinner. I've been to England, Scotland, Belgium, Austria, and I think it was Germany. I guess also technically Italy because I went to Venice for a day. Yeah, I mean, most of the, like, for the most part, there weren't really any band trips that really happened. I guess, like, the band trip was, like, somewhere an hour away. For the most part, in my, like, middle and high school band trips. Except for the one to Europe, obviously. Wow, a displacement clip that didn't go horribly wrong. Nice. Nice. That actually wasn't too bad of a segment there. Obviously, still had some minor mistakes, but for the most part, things went well. Ah, nice. My favorite Zelda game is a tie between Wind Waker and Skyward Sword. So, good morning, McTurkey Jerky. The running at fast speeds is not particularly fast today, but I'm going to finish out the run regardless. The way this works. I prefer the linear nature of older Zelda games or more open-world nature like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I would say I prefer, like, somewhere in the middle. Like, progression-wise, I really like Link Between Worlds and Echoes of Wisdom, I would say. Where, like, there is still kind of a linear structure, but you can do things sort of in an order that you want. I would say I prefer that over being completely linear or being completely open world. In terms of dungeons, I think my favorite Zelda game is Skyward Sword. The most linear Zelda game is definitely Skyward Sword, I would say. Maybe Twilight Princess? One of those two. Oh, did you not like Flooded Farron Woods, Leanne? I mean, I think most people probably didn't really like the swimming portions of Skyward Sword because the motion control swimming is not particularly, like, great. All things considered. Nice fail going into first person. I did indeed fall down the arena. It's okay, because it actually saved time. So thanks for the good luck, Lucas. Wow, a best on City in the Sky. Even though I didn't do the last room correctly before the boss. Yeah, the design of Tantalus is a little silly, and at least it doesn't really match the vibe that it feels like the lead up to the boss was making you believe it was gonna be. My opinion, at least. Do I have a favorite boss design / memorable one? As far as boss design goes, not really sure. I guess maybe something like a Blizzetta has a cool design, I think. As far as I can think of off the top of my head. Hello, Hylian Pizza. seriously. I don't think I've ever accidentally pulled Iron Boots too early like that. This stream is cursing you. You've been coughing for 2 minutes straight. I don't know if the stream is to blame for that, but if it makes you feel better, Leanne. You need to blame something to feel better? I mean, you can always blame Trezco. That's what a lot of people at ZSR do, anyway. Yeah, the hands do tend to stress people out a little bit. We don't really worry about them a ton in the speedrun. Oh, darn it. Supposed to transform there before the Xant had died. Yeah, Gloom hands are kind of scary. I remember the first time I encountered one, I was like, ah, what is this? Guessing a new Zelda announcement next direct, not the Ocarina remake. I mean, I could see them just kind of shadow dropping Twilight Princess on GameCube and SO. I feel like it kind of just makes sense to do that. Well, yeah, that's not a new Zelda, but that is an announcement that I think is likely. As just something that will happen that is Zelda-related. Might have been too far left. Go away. I mean, I kind of don't feel like they're gonna make a new game that ties in with the movie, or if they do, that game's not going to be out until well after the movie releases. We don't know when the next Nintendo Direct will be. Maybe there will never be another Nintendo Direct again. Did Mario Wonder come out around the movie release? I thought the Mario Wonder was like 6 months after the Mario movie. Something like that. Unless you mean like the Switch 2 edition, like thing that came out. Actually, let's see what hearts. Really? Yeah, I mean, I could see there being, like, some kind of dual marketing going on. Potentially like that. I admittedly do not remember any sort of, marketing like that happening for Super Mario Bros. Wonder, but might have just been in places that I didn't see. It was kind of late. Did the first quick spin too early. Oh, come on, really? Well, I might not be making the cycle now. Yeah, I'm not making that. Well, maybe if I had gotten the claw shot immediately, it would have been fine, but... the most annoying part of Skyward Sword for me? I would say the part that I probably enjoy the least is, like, the part after getting the harp through, like, being able to then enter the Farron's Silent Realm. Minecart escort for the Thunder Dragon is also pretty boring. That almost missed somehow. That would have been unfortunate. Biggest mistake was just missing the early platform cycle, but also we had some trouble, like, in the first room. With one of the orbs. The Zant fight is very good. It is always fun. By far the most fun part of speedrunning Palace of Twilight. We got our bonk. Hooray. Arbok, your favorite Pokemon. You swear she shrinks when she jumps onto the pyramid? I'm pretty sure it's just a camera thing. I mean, she might shrink, but I would imagine it's probably just how the camera is positioned. I probably don't need to do that second to last quick spin if it only gets one hit in. At the risk of losing a lot of health. So thanks for the good luck, oof. Oh wow, we actually got a one-frame mid-text skip. Nice. Also, hello, haha. Thanks for the good luck, the Natasha. Never quite understood his arc. I mean... I think his arc is just... I've been beaten so many times. There's no reason for me to stick to this side. Again, that hitbox confuses me. Oh, the fact that he suddenly has text, yeah. As beforehand, all the times that he has communicated has just been with various grunts and growls. What? That was not quite what we wanted. Oh, ow. This is not randomizer. Yeah, it's probably likely that the Bulblins just have their own language that they communicate with. For getting to the Palace of Twilight, you only need the City in the Sky Mirror Shard, because that's the only one that the game checks for being able to access Palace of Twilight. Very conveniently for us. So that we don't have to beat Snow Peak or Temple of Time. Eh. Oh, oops. Went one tile too far. Well, now we get a laggy Darknut fight. Yeah, unfortunately, that means that the Eyes of Ghetto are never required in any percent. Thanks for the good luck, Hylian pizza and water. Alright, well, starting off strong on Puppet Zelda. Another triangle. Well, not in 7th cycle, I guess. Alright, 8th cycle. Looking down there prevents the game from lagging because the triangle attack causes a lot of particle effects that if they're rendered, they lag the game. So it's a lag reduction strategy. Ow, really? Man. Well, we had one miss. How did I feel about the 3 boss stages at the end of Twilight Princess? I mean, I think when I played it the first time, I thought it was pretty cool. And, like, the Ganondorf fight itself is probably a little, like, underwhelming, but I think the other 3 stages are neat. Yeah, that being, like, Puppet Zelda, the Beast Ganon fight, and then the horseback. But yay, we finished. Not a PB, of course, because we lost a lot of time doing weird things. Which hopefully I can improve on those. I guess I have to go back and practice, entering Lakebed Temple, because I keep on... Something about the way I'm doing this setup is, like, not working in runs. And then also I need to practice Stallard Skip more. At least for this run, those were the two big things we lost time to. I also, of course, lost time to, like, Sword and Shield Skip. Fighting the Shadow Beasts before Isa. And also just, like, the Pogate Skip Displacement clip. We lost a couple minutes on that, too, so... Yeah. That is going to be it from me for today, though. So we'll probably be back on Wednesday with either more any % attempts or a randomizer. So that is what the plan is. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you all on Wednesday. Goodbye. See ya.
Restore again. Won't have a repair. You forget we build space. Hot for reports?